Hey there, sports fans! Robo here for Cowboy Gaming. Recording this video straight after the previous one. So, let's see how we do. And as you can see, my goals have gone slightly down due to things like what happened in the last video. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Shamalama Ding Dong, Warrior or Priest? I haven't touched at Priest for a long time, but I do think it's pretty weak now. Warrior is capable of some very powerful decks, and Chamois is as well. Like Earth, if if you get lucky with the Earth Elementals and Fire Elementals. I think I slightly prefer Chamois to Warrior, but he's very close. I think if you want to try and get to 12 wins, you might have to go with Chamois. Oh, you've got a bit of Faceless here, both of those cards on either side. Really unreliable. And we do need a lot of hexes, like to have a really powerful deck. You just make like these kind of minions, and then you hex all that big stuff and just beat them up. Yeah, Fire Elementals. Let's have some of that. And your Wind Yetis are also awesome. Well, this has to be Emperor Cobra. Can't really use either of the other two cards. And Cobra's, pretty cool. Taking out big stuff later in the game. Possibly needs to be the River Crocolisk, since, we might pick up some more hexes and stuff like that. It's important to get the 2-drops, all sorted and in place before we do anything else. Like, no overload yet, but, it's a 2/4 for 3, which is okay anyway. Lava Burst, I'm not a fan of, personally. Like, I don't like the overload on it, so I'm going to take the Wild Pyromancer there. And we can start work on maybe some of the more expensive cards at this point. Yeah, Cult Master's pretty cool in this kind of deck as well. So we've got four 2-drops, and they're all okay. So, we'll go with the Wolf Rider there. Now we're definitely looking at picking up a few more expensive cards for this deck here. And obviously still picking up the hexes when they're on offer. And the weapons. Weapons are always going to be cool. Well, we could treat the Bluegill Warrior like a direct damage spell. I usually, like, someone asked me how many 2-drops you like. I tend to like around 6. I think 6 is a good number, and likewise with 3-drops, sort of 6 2 to 3 drops. Generally, like, I'm not happy unless I've got sort of that many. I mean, the Wolf Rider is a direct damage spell. Yeah, I think we take the smaller of the two guys there. Wow. Look at that choice. So this is interesting. I'm going to pose this one for the notes. Given, if you look at this deck, mana curve, stuff like that, we've got 5. Would you take the Doom Hammer or the Earth Elemental in this spot? I'm obviously going to take the Earth Elemental. I mean, the Earth Elemental does have, weaknesses like the Big Game Hunter. The Big Gay Hunter. Well, I'm pretty certain I said game there. Yeah, it's just the way it sounded afterwards. But the Doom Hammer's also sort of quite nice. It's a tough one, isn't it? I'm going to take the Earth Elemental. Like, I prefer minions. Oh, another Hex. Wow, this is turning out to be quite a good deck with 3 hexes. Okay, this is not so good. We need some big guys now. Big guys. Finish this deck off. Like, we've got the cheap stuff sorted. Maybe a Brewmaster. Like, pick up a Fire Elemental or something. I'm gonna leave the Berserker there. Yeah, Mana Tide Totem. So I took the Fort Lightning over the Imani Berserker, simply because I got a lot going on at 2 mana. So with Fort Lightning, because you've got like a Spell Power Totem, is actually like a lot better than Cleave because of it. What are we doing for Overload here? Not that much. 2 cards. I thought I had another one. I might have been wrong. Yeah, 3 cards. I feel like I don't want too many guys with 1 toughness. You're going to come up against like Mage, Rogue, Druid, and he's just going to beat up all of your stuff. But we definitely need some more expensive cards in this deck. A few fatties now to finish this one off. It's not going to give me any fatties, is it? Not going to give me any fatties at all. Do we not do fat now? We just do thin at this point, right? Okay, that's a bit bigger. Hey, a Lightning Storm. That's a nice little finish to the deck there. So could have done with like maybe 2 more Fire Elementals to have a shot at 12 wins. That was obviously what I was hoping for at the end, or like a Stormwind Champion. You know, but he's still like quite an aggressive deck. I think it's pretty good. Like all the hexes are obviously really help out in the late game, and the Cult Master potentially.
For Doomhammer.
I'm not really feeling the whole coin turn 1 for a Brewmaster, especially since your opponent can just like backstab it and there goes all your tempo. Yeah, I'm just going to throw a Mana Tide Totem out here. And draw the card. I feel like the longer this game goes on, the better I do. It's a sort of very controlled deck with the sort of multiple hexes and stuff like that. And we can just pick that up with the Brewmaster a bit later.
Elements guide.
So it's entirely possible he'll just ignore this Mana Tide Totem for a few turns. Thinking that the threat has been dealt with.
Pass me that arc light spanner!
So next turn we get to go like Ogre Mage, Fort Lightning. There's a like potential thing. Or just like Earth Elemental. If we really want to. Oh, that was nice of him. He suddenly forgot the ability. He was like, he was going to attack it with that, and he thought, no, I'll just do it with that instead. And then I was like, yep, you do know it's got an ability, right?
Drink with me, friend.
I'm going to carry on drawing cards here.
For the crusade!
It's definitely a good hex target. I think we can all agree on that. Awesome! My opponent's played Sinister Strike. I'm yet to lose to anyone who plays Sinister Strike. It is just so tempting just to put down the Earth Elemental, but there really is no need.
Elements guide me.
Like, just kill everything he does, draw loads of cards with the Manti Totem. Happy days.
Pandaria will be ours.
Seems best. Betrayal. Oh, sap, okay. Whatever makes you happy.
I'm ready. I'm not ready. Elements guide me. I've got a huge car.
I'd love him to make actually 2 minions so I thought lightning does something, but I guess we can't have everything in life we ask for, right?
Crush. No. Smash. Job done. Get in there and fight, maggot! Get in there and fight, maggot!
How do we feel about Lightning Storm about now? Like, that seems pretty good.
Crush! No. Smash!
Things are looking grim for our hero. Up the other end there. Interesting choice going with that, the assassinate.
Squire,
I would have thought the 3
attend.
extra toughness on this
Ready, sir.
unbound elemental would have been quite hard to actually deal with.
Taste my sting!
It's got to be an amazing card now for our opponent to get back into this game. That's not it. That's not it. That's just you dying.
They'll never know.
So he's playing Sinister Strike and Nightblade. So I'm definitely not losing. Yay! Fire Elemental! Oh man, imagine how good this deck would be with like 3 Fire Elementals. I am greedy. I'm completely greedy. Yes, I want it more powerful, why wouldn't I?
Throw versus Rex.
That's kind of shammy for you, you know, it is capable of some really,
For
really
Doomhammer.
powerful decks. You know, there are lots of broken cards available to you. I mean, I almost never used my totem as well, and it's one of the best hero abilities available to any class, really, the totem.
I hope you like my invention.
Coining out a 1-2 doesn't really impress me that much, to be honest. Like, I could make the axe here, but I actually don't want the overload. I want to have 3 mana next turn. So you just used 2 cards to deal with my 1 card there. Which, whenever anyone does that against me, I just think, wow, that's awesome.
Elements guide
Now we got this missing card bug again here. Like this fire elemental doesn't want to play with the others. Come join your brethren. Feels like a super weak multi-shot as well there.
I don't have enough mana.
Yeah, I'm just trying to flip
don't
these
have
cards
enough mana.
away from each other. There we go. Problem solved.
They'll never know what hit 'em.
Another person playing a Nightblade. Awkward. I guess we hex it, right? I mean, we could just fire elemental in, take the 4.
Elements guide me.
Like, save the hex for something even bigger. Okay, his deck's just full of multi-shots. Like, that is fine. My deck's full of hexes.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
I kind of wonder what this hunter's doing, the fact that he's not made any more minions.
Pandaria will be
They are in there. Like, they do exist.
elements guide me.
I'm considering playing this Cult Master and then, like, maybe trading off a couple of guys. Or trading off at least one guy. Or just beating them up for 12 seems pretty cool as well.
If you insist.
Can we use the Faceless here to make another 6-2? Okay, that works well enough. A little bit worried about him just killing me, you know, with Unleash the Hounds, but given he's got so many cards in his hand that he's not been using, that might be like one reason for it. Well, he got he got the perfect animal companion there out of the three. Like, that's the one you want right after you play a Tundra Rhino. But with the Hex in my hand, he's just pretty much dead here. Especially since I can, like, copy his Tundra Rhino and beat him up for an extra 2. Well, he has to kill these two. I mean, doesn't really have a choice in the matter. Yep. He's not happy, but he's got to do it.
Moves quickly.
So we copy this, beat him up for 6. I guess we can wait a turn, just draw some cards this turn. We might get like the answer we need.
If you insist.
Now I get the Fort Lightning. I guess we could have like copied the Cult Master and then attacked. But maybe maybe just trying to get a Taunt Totem is better at this point. So, you know, we've not won this yet. My opponent can just kill me out of nowhere. It's kind of what hunters do.
Well fought. I can see.
Well, it turns out he didn't have anything at all. He did me fair chunk of damage at the start of the game. Few plays I could have done a bit differently. Maybe copying the Cult Master was good there. Drawing 2 cards.
Thrall versus Thrall!
For Doomhammer, the elements will destroy you.
So obviously really want my weapon against another chamois to beat up his totems and things like that.
Greetings, friend. Greetings, friend.
Not going to use my coin yet. Obviously I'm going to use it, just not yet.
Put this apple on your head.
It's not a bad hex target, to be honest.
Drink with me, friend.
There's certainly loads and loads of things he can do to kill this 3-2 of mine. Oh, we've got this Wild Pyromancer as well, which we can use with the coin. It's like a mini AoE spell. I believe if you use the Pyromancer and Hex, it hexes first and then does 1 damage to everything. Wow, he didn't even make a totem. He just wasn't in the mood.
Challenge accepted.
So, like, drawing cards is pretty irrelevant. Like, build up the board position in these kind of games. Like, when you're going second, you know, and you're always going to be behind on mana, you need the board position a little bit more than you need the cards.
Give me a quest.
Okay. I guess we're just, like, hexing here. Not really feeling the love for anything other than the hex.
What to do?
Let the dark in.
And since my opponent is overloaded at this point, I'm going to put out the 2-3 rather than the 3-2. You know, so it survives sort of AoE a bit better and obviously Stoneforged Axe as well. I think now we can put this Mana Tide totem out. We don't want to commit too much in case he does have a Lightning Storm of his own, so we're just going to make a weapon to go with it.
Who you want me killed?
Because it feels like the fact that he's not been doing anything says to me he's just got a hand of removal. You know, like, so you could, like, oh, I'll just put this Pyromancer out and all things. Awesome, he doesn't have anything at all.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
The question is whether we want to keep this totem, and we do. We'd rather have like one of the other totems here. Ah, my minions. Settle down, settle down. They are restless. Very annoying. Now this cult master's really threatening bad stuff for our opponents. Obviously good stuff for me.
Handle it!
It turns out he's just got bad cards, so there we go. I was worried, and then he just... Oh.
Join or die, or both.
It's so sick. Okay, Hex is pretty cool. I think we Hex afterwards though and draw the card. It's like there's no rush to do it quite just yet. Hmm, 9 cards in hand against 5 in the late game. It's like, this has got to feel bad for him. And he just keeps like using his hero ability rather than using the cards in his hand. It's a Stone Tusk Boar. Not really filling me with fear there.
Feel the power.
Okay. Kills my Manatide totem, if he's, but I do draw a card if he does it that way round, so... Yeah, so he's going to Earth Shock as well. He doesn't want me drawing a card. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Who's next?
Yes, we do some overloading. Yeah, I think this needs to be a cheaper card right about now. We just have to make sure we don't. That's all that matters here. We've got so many cards.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Bend.
It's one of those games where you look back at it and you go, yeah, I could have done stuff like a ton better, but it just doesn't matter, because I have like 6 extra cards, and he's making Stone Tusk Boar. Yeah, I'll just make guys and beat you up.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Four, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Still a couple of points shy. Beating up his stuff. I'll heal him back up. It's okay, guys. That's nice. So he, the taunt totem's the one he doesn't get.
I thank you.
Yeah. My deck was just better, so you can't get lazy in games like that. Fine, I don't really care what goes on. I'm not sure there's anything you can do, so I'm just gonna beat you up. It's nice to have a good... I've had like a week of just awful decks in Arena. Well, yeah, the one yesterday was pretty bad. So it's nice to have a deck where I just go, like, most of it's pretty awesome actually. It's not overpowered. Like, I still think it loses to like the ridiculous decks, but it's got a really good chance with the 3 hexes, particularly like not falling over. I'm going to keep the Lightning Storm because we only got one. It's awesome. I'm going to lob the others back because we really want a 2-drop against a Warlock. It's very important not to have like a super slow hand. Because there's no guarantee Lightning Storm's actually going to kill anything.
Drink with me, friend.
So take out the little dude there. Like, put the Unbound Elemental out there, which really sort of threatens to beat him up, so if he's got like Soulfire or something, he'd definitely play that, like, straight away. Or Shadow Bolt. Yeah. So, Spell Power Totem, very important at this point.
Don't mess with Tusk.
Really wanted the Taunt Totem there, but you can't have anything. Everything, even. Can't have anything. I can have something. I'm pretty certain I can have something. Yeah, Cult Master just gonna end the game.
I've got a huge gun.
Mortal Coil. So, like, he pays 5 mana for a 4/2 that deals 2 damage. I pay 6 mana for a 6/5 that does 3 damage. For 1 extra mana, it's got 2 extra power, 3 extra toughness, and does a point more damage. Like, how good is Fire Elemental? It's ridiculous. That's how good it is. Yeah, now you're getting lightning stormed.
Sorry that happened.
It's like blood imps, go away. So he played around like my Fort Lightnings and other things, but that kind of didn't matter because I had the Wrath of Air Totem. So he wasn't even playing around the Fort Lightnings. He wasn't playing around anything there, because well, the spell power was still out. That healing totem was nice there. Again, Mortal Coil just sort of getting a bit ruined because of that. I didn't want to put the Earth Elemental out this turn. I want to try and use like the Emperor Cobra just for killing his 6/6.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Like, save the Earth Elemental.
Handle it.
Like, quite late, really.
One shot, one. You're in trouble now.
But now he's played everything out, so I guess we just get to beat stuff up, right?
To battle.
If you insist.
I feel like you should be life tapping. Yep, and now you're getting the tar beaten out of you. There's no point in you attacking. Okay, yeah, you can attack that, that's cool.
To battle.
No, my overload. Keep forgetting about that. Taunt totem again. Well, I mean, it was 50-50, so... He can throw all of his guys to kill my 7/8. Like, the entire army. And then these two cards he still has to deal with.
You call that a way?
Unless he'll win. My deck's ridiculous! Yeah, it's very good. Very good deck. Very happy to have it. There will be no complaining at all. Till I get top decked at some point. I just want 7 wins. I'm not greedy. I'm not asking for the world here. Just want 7 wins. That's all I care about. So I can feel good about myself. That
Throw versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
playing against. Oh, his name's not even Apfel Strudel. Apfi Strudel. Like, those cards weren't particularly powerful. So, I lobbed them back. Like, I don't mind Wolf Rider against Mage. Takes out one of their guys. But it's not, like, broken. It's kind of the stuff you want against Mage in the early game. No, it's tough here. If he's got a Frostbolt, it doesn't really matter, though, does it? So
Drink with me, friend.
I was considering whether to play out the 2-3 rather than the 3-2, because he might do like a spell and pump this guy up to 2-3. But then, like, I'm fine, yeah. That's like if he does the spell, cool.
It's time for a little blood. It's time for a little blood.
So I'm fine taking out the 1-3 there before, like, silly stuff happens. And also, like, if he wants to kill my 3-1, it'll cost him 2 mana. It also means he can't ping his Berserker. Oh, you're so clever! You really want to hex that? Oh, yeah. Not sure I particularly care about hex that much. Yeah, I'll just take the 5 damage for a turn, and if it's still around in a few turns, yeah, I might consider hexing it, but it's like meh.
Join or die, or both.
Like, I could leave the Cult Master around, but he could just play minions with charge and other things that just draw him more cards, and I don't want that.
What you looking at?
I would also like a Bold Fist Ogre, although I could also draw some cards myself. But that's probably unlikely to happen.
Job's done.
Like, if I put the Cult Master out there, there's just like a million things you can do to kill a Cult Master before attacking the Taunt Totem.
Summoning portal open.
Ah, the lightning storm is calling to me. Yes, it is. Right, let's just get the board clear and use my healing totem to heal up the ogre. That's awkward. That's very awkward if that's a mirror image, isn't it? That is like awkward times. I don't really want to play any of these cards into a mirror image.
I wonder.
But at the same time, it might not be a mirror image. Well, I'm still going to play the one that I think is going to have the least effect negatively on me in that situation.
Wanna blow something up?
Why can't you hit the 1/1 and let me draw a card? What? Like, the one time I actually wanted him to hit my minions. I mean, that was such a risky play from him there. Such a risky play.
Elements guide me.
Bend to my command.
Handy little flesh-eating ghoul.
Tadingo! Elements guide me.
And the taunt totem was very nice as well there. Close game. Close game. I feel like drawing another hex might sort of push it a little bit in my favour. This flesh-eating ghoul is getting bigger and bigger. That's really what he doesn't like. What can I do? Now we could attack this to enrage the weapon, but do we really want to take 7 off that? I'm not sure we do. I feel like we just maybe have to trade off here. Can we afford to do that? I feel like maybe I have to
What to do?
attack here.
There's little time.
Yeah, it's just Oh, he's doing very well at drawing big expensive cards when he needs it. Like, first rate. Unlucky! It's about time I had something similar.
I wonder.
Well, need a taunt totem. I think we need a taunt totem. That's the time. So this guy being frozen sucks. This potentially is 8 damage. This is 5 damage. But the most important thing is the 5 damage will be able to kill the fire elemental, which is sad times. But we've got to hope the taunt totem does its job here and stalls for a turn.
You call that?
Job's a good one. It's being very awkward, that card, isn't it? Oh, healing totem. You shall not kill my fire elemental. And Emperor Cobra there if he makes something big and ridiculous.
I hope you like my invention.
Not big and ridiculous, but the next card he draws might be. Yeah, there's no point pinging that because it just heals up. So, you know, hit the fire elemental or me. I'm actually really worried about Vaporize. If that makes sense to you. So I'm just going to pass the turn at this point. And if he shoots down my 1/1, that'll sort of confirm my thoughts. Yeah, because he doesn't want to play a minion down in case. In case, like, it's a big minion and my Emperor Cobra kills it.
Mind if I roll need?
Yeah, so, woo, go me. I feel like I accomplished something there. He's obviously digging for a flame strike. I mean, that's why he was drawing the card there. There's a blizzard.
My eyes are open.
He has absolutely nothing. Oh, that man of Tide Totem, he has to kill the 6/4. Like, much as he wants to kill that Manatide totem, it's like, I gotta kill that 6/4. I mean, what choice do I have? There is the flame strike. But he's still got some big problems.
You win.
Just my deck's really powerful. Nothing else to say there. The game dragged on a bit, but as soon as it got to that stage, like after I dealt with his 7/1 Tiger, all of a sudden it was like, yep, you could see what he was after. Like, he had a few turns to draw that Flame Strike and didn't really get back into the game, but
Thrall versus
it's just
Jaina.
hidden away that little bit too much
You
for him.
asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Yeah. Imp Master's okay against, like, slow mage decks. Ugh. If you've got a fast mage deck, this could be my first loss. Like, I need Stormforged Axe off the top of the deck if he's playing a fast deck, or else I've just lost.
I hope you like my invention.
Whew, that's a relief. I love it when people coin into a 1/2. It's like, oh, you go 1/2, that's nice. That is the perfect totem to have here as well. Because obviously the taunt totem he takes out and stuff like that, but this kind of forces him, if he wants to attack it, to finish it off with a ping as well. And if he doesn't finish it off, then he heals back up. Big fat ogre.
I wonder.
Or Wolf Rider on the 2/3.
I'm not ready.
I'm gonna go with the big fat ogre. Let's just make a guy that's bigger than the guys currently on the board.
Pay attention, class.
I guess now we get to go do cool stuff with Cult Master.
Crush. No. Smash.
Join or die, or both. Let the dark in.
So I'm trading this way round just to draw the card now, because, like, even if I trade the other way around, so maybe the Imp Master stays alive, it'll be 1-1, and my opponent can just kill the Cult Master
I'm
for
ready
ping
to
off the Imp Master, so... Oh, you suck at this game! You suck! You suck so bad.
Death again!
Why do you suck so bad? That was big old fail with arcane missiles. Makes me very happy.
I wonder.
Well, I mean, obviously we have to kill this. It's just a question of how do we want to do it. Don't have any spells with the Wild Pyromancer, which is sad times. We could try and get lucky with a totem, because we want the healing totem, obviously, but I don't think it's any way of keeping my ogre alive at all. Sadly, we're a little bit short on mana to be able to do that.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel. There is little time. What? No, man.
I'm thinking if I put the Mana Tide totem out there, maybe that draws the attention away from the ogre a little bit. Get a second card, awesome. Yay! How lucky! So, you know, the game threatens to escape him with that Mana Tide totem. Aww. That would be a greedy fork lightning, wouldn't it? I mean, we could do it. We could, like, Wild Pyromancer. Or we could just play the Emperor Cobra.
I wonder.
I guess. Well, if he's got a Flame Strike, now's the time. I mean, we can't really play around Flame Strike, unfortunately, but we've got enough cards in our hand that we don't actually care about, like, the first Flame Strike going off.
For Nazata. You like to play with fire?
Just like, yeah, you Flame Strike, just fill the board back up again. Probably a mistake from him. I'm just gonna make more guys, I guess. I'm considering making a totem this turn.
Squire,
But I do think I have to just put the taunt down there. So that's 2 Flame Strikes in his top 15 cards. Pretty certain that means he should be out of Flame Strikes. card to draw there.
If you insist.
That stops his ghoul bashing past me for a turn. Because I want him to put some minions out so my Fort Lightning and Chain Lightning Storm actually do something.
You call that?
Must be nice, he just has all the removal in the world. How lucky! That's very nice. How do you want to do this? Want to Fort Lightning? Wow. Do we indeed? Yes, we do. Oh look, I've got no skills, so I'm just going to play a Pyroblast. You know, this card should not exist. Like, being able to just take a third of someone's life away. Like,
Drink with me, friend.
there's no skill involved in that at all. Like, it's the most boring card in Arena, and like it just needs to be fixed. It just needs to like not do players. Yeah, because when you use it in conjunction with something like Fireball, all of a sudden that's half of their life in 2 cards, and then they say well played afterwards, like there was any skill involved. So yeah, there is going to be a whine, and it's one I've done several times before. You know, Pyroblast is not a fun card. Like, they nerfed, like, the Mage freeze decks, and they didn't really need to nerf all of the cards that they chose to nerf, like Cone of Cold and Blizzard. They just needed to nerf Pyroblast, because it was the one card that enabled the rest of the deck. You know, if you take Pyroblast out and force them to actually kill some other way, then all of a sudden the deck feels fine to play against. It was the fact that they go,
Greetings.
I'll just freeze for a couple of turns and you're still at 20 life, but that's fine, because I'm just gonna kill you.
Like to play with fire?
With these cards that say do 10 damage.
I hope you like my invention.
So this is a great opening hand anyway, especially against Priest. Like, there's a good chance this Mana Tome sticks for a few turns. I'm trying to bait his
Handle it!
Shadow Word Pain if he's got one. But I'm not really seeing it yet.
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Yeah, that's a pretty useful flesh-eating ghoul.
I wonder.
Is whether we want to put Fleshy down and throw these two at that guy. But I feel, because of like potential Holy Nova next turn.
Well played.
Yeah, I like that. Like, sure, you know, you can have like Shadow Word Death, but I think I fear Holy Nova a bit more.
I wonder.
It's all about getting this Mana Tie Totem to stick as many turns as possible. So I can draw into my 3 hexes that deal with all of the late game stuff.
Elements guide me. Ready to ride.
Yeah, priest. Yeah, there's the Holy Nova. So, turns out that worked out quite well for me. But this Mana Tie Totem has just basically ended this game. Really. Well, it's not over until I draw a Hex for his legendary.
Embrace the void.
Well, he finally got it off the board.
Well played.
They all bend to my command.
Greetings.
Elements guide me.
But while he's got his 3/5 on the board, he can't heal at all. Like, even if he plays a healing spell, it now hurts instead. If he plays a Holy Nova now, that'd be really funny. So, let's just ignore the 3/5 and just beat him up. And he's got to somehow kill his own 3/5 so he can start trying to get back into the game.
I wonder.
Handle it!
Now that's quite a nice card to draw about now, wouldn't you say? So maybe we do Lightning Storm here. Yeah, he's gonna get one of my. I mean, I haven't drawn a Hex yet, but he's drawing 2 cards, and one of them bound to be a Hex. Like, cause that's just what my life is like. Oh, okay. Guess you lose then. 4 cards and you can't do anything. 5 cards with 4 mana and you can't do anything. I guess not. Guess we just sit here for another minute while he contemplates the various different ways in which he's lost the game. I think I'll
Consider.
have an itch of this. Oh, it's just been annoying me on my back here. So some people really can't take losses well.
You have been.
Yeah. I'm glad he didn't go for 3 heads. Does make a change, really does. 6 and 1, yeah. I started and I heard a little ding. I was like, has that gone up to 7? No. Just the key animation.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
For Doomhammer.
Let's keep hold of the Brewmaster and try to draw some of my more powerful... I don't mean expensive cards, I mean more powerful cards. That's quite nice Fort Lightning, actually, because we don't have much early game.
Greetings, friend. Drink with me, friend.
Obviously Earth Elemental not as good against mages. You know, Polymorph and Fireball usually deal with it. Wow, if we got like a spell power totem here, that'd be like just the sickest thing ever. Wouldn't it? Wouldn't that just be sick? Like, do you go for it here? Or do you just play the mana side totem down, draw a card, beat up his 3/3? Oh, he's gonna hate me. Like, yep,
Well played.
I am amazing at this game. Today. Oh, if it gives me the healing totem now as well, that would be just be crazy, wouldn't it? If it gave me the healing totem like straight afterwards. Wow. Oh, I love me sometimes. That's a ridiculous turn of events. It's like 1 in 4 multiplied by 1 in 3. Wow. 8.3% chance. So crazy. So crazy. So if we did that, we'd have like 3 mana next turn. Yeah. Just like, if you don't have a polymorph, you've lost.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Oh, sexy times right there with the faceless. It's come a bit late for my Earth Elemental, I figure.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
But we can still just carry on making guys. Like, we've got a lot of mid-game stuff here, so... Still would like a hex. Like, that's one thing I really want for my opponent's bomb.
Wanna blow something up?
He's very good at this game, isn't he? Ah, there's my hex, so I'm happy now.
If you insist.
Happy times for me. It's going to be fairly difficult to lose from here. Like, if he's got like 2 more flame strikes, he can certainly pull it back. The fact that he's considering pinging my 4-2 says no more flame strikes, or else he just wouldn't. Unless he's faking it, you know.
Join or die!
That would be a very good fake, and like not many people would be capable of doing
I
that.
am master of magics.
Have I lost my sound again? The music's... Like, where's my music? Damn it. This is annoying. I suddenly noticed it vanished. Like, wait a minute.
They are bent to my command.
So, hum the tunes yourself if you wanna do it. I might have to reload the game after that. I can't stand no music. It just bugs me. Lots of dead air now, and just feel uncomfortable not having any sound.
I
Wonder when it happened. I never noticed it happening. It's a fireball or a polymorph, or one of those. Look at that value I've got out of it though. 2 cards. Wow, if I got like the spell power totem here again, I would just be so amazing, wouldn't I? Life is good. Go on, do 4 supposed as well for additional looks. Yeah, well you hit that one, so you know that's good enough for me. Super sick. That's such a luck sack today. Savage luck sack. Like this shouldn't be how the game is played though. It shouldn't be like RNG that decides who wins. You know, I'd quite like it if they took like a bit more RNG out of the game, really. I mean, it's enough RNG with like what cards you draw just by that.
I wonder.
So my opponent's probably just got like a couple like crappy small dudes left in his hand at this point.
Time runs out on me.
Okay, well that's not crappy and small. Oh! Whoops! Pinged himself by accident and quit through rage. He's like, "Argh!" Yeah, I hate it when those misclicks happen. It's why you should click to cast and not drag. I mean, I always drag. It's a bad habit. It's just so awesome dragging to cast spells. You know what? I'm gonna reload because no music is bugging the hell out of me. Please have music. Please have music. There we go. There we go. Ah, this feels so better. Doesn't that feel better? It feels better to me. And do mention if you know when the music went off, or if it was never there in the first place. Because I did record this straight after the previous video, so... It's possible it went off at the end of the last video, I just didn't realise.
Thrall versus Garrosh. Victory or death for Doomhammer.
Don't want any of them. Yeah, he's done the same. He's thrown all of his back. Oh dear. I was really hoping for the Lightning Storm or the Fort Lightning or my Stormforged Axe sort of opening hand here. But we do have the Coin into Imp Master and Flesh Eating Ghoul turn after. But, you know, like, why waste a coin on that? Why not coin into like a Chillwind Yeti? My opponent's got quite a slow one himself. But, you know, one weapon can change all that. So we're making this guy, because again the Flesh-Eating Ghoul will get ridiculous next turn. And also, he could have like Cleave and things like that, so...
Try this.
Weapons, of course. Can't forget the weapons. Yay! Just what we wanted.
Elements guide me.
The dark end.
We will overload one, so it's going to be Yeti or Ogre next turn. If I draw like Lightning Storm, I might just go ahead and make the Ogre.
Tazdingo! Yes!
Okay, how lucky! I'm just gonna carry on being awesome at this game, right? Bash! I'm so lucky today. Oh. Like all this bad luck I've had this last week with just arena drafts, it's just changed. Oh, that would have been hilarious if he'd killed these two. Like the fleshies and ghouls had gone up to like 9-1.
Let the dark in.
So I'm just making this because it seems like he's struggling. Just feels, you know, you're doing, you know what? I'm just gonna make a 7-8. Especially given he's probably gonna have a lot of weapons, and it just says no to opponent's weapons. It's just like, nope. Yeah, I've got him on the rope, so just keep pressuring.
I wonder.
It'd be so sick if it had one less overload, so I could have played like the faceless manipulator the turn after.
Elements guide me.
Let the dark in.
So double Dark Iron Dwarf. Yeah, well, looking for the answer. Yeah, so, you know, he threw away his opening hand. He got a replacement hand that also had nothing in it, and the fact that he didn't do anything like turns 2 and 3 has just wrecked him, really. I mean, you know, he's got to use all these cards just to get my off the board. We even get to just beat his guy up here and heal up afterwards as well, which is quite nice. Like, I don't care about him gaining armor, it doesn't really bother me at all.
For not a time.
You know, this game's just still pretty much about sort of inevitability, just making it so he can't get back into the game.
I wonder.
And definitely if he puts a big guy down, like, just copying it and hexing his version seems hilarious.
For the war chief!
Try this.
That's pretty cool actually. Quite good, quite good.
Like to play with fire?
Where shall I strike?
I'm ready. I'm not ready.
Your magic shall not save you.
Seems like. Oh, he's gonna hate this turn. He's gonna hate this turn so much. I think we just trade them off here and draw like replacement cards.
Where shall I
Squire, attend me.
Like, yep.
Ready, sir.
That was a brutal turn.
Tazdingo! To battle!
If you insist.
Go. There's one life.
Back to work!
I'll have a card. Thank you very much.
I thank you.
If you insist.
Wow, 8 wins. Awesome. Starting to threaten 12 wins, but I'm not sure we get there. I think we come up against like just a crazy deck and lose to it. Oh no, no! I thought it crashed on me again there. We had a crash yesterday, cost me a loss.
Thrall versus Rexar.
Let the hunt begin for Doomhammer.
Real tempted to hold on to that fire elemental. Imp Master doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel like either great or terrible. So,
Greetings, friend.
like, I'm just gonna lob it away in that particular case. Well, that's awkward. Especially given my plays to do absolutely nothing. Awesome for me is that he does absolutely nothing as well. So we kind of just have to kill the buzzard.
Ready to ride. Taste my steel.
If he starts drawing cards.
Don't mess with Tusker.
I could make this guy 3/5, but it does get rid of the beast, which is pretty important. But then we get like Overload 2, so we'd have like 3 mana the turn after. We can't really do anything the turn after with the 3 mana. That's pretty much the problem. So we'll make the 4/4. And if it's still around next turn, we get to do awesome things.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
So if he's got a multi-shot, he has to at least then finish off the 4/4. I don't think we can afford to take any chances that the Fort Lightning misses. Because it can, and trust me, it does. Yeah, in case it's a snipe, we'll do it this way, right? So I have something to show for it at the end.
I let the dogs out.
Maybe he should have just attacked me there. Okay, that Hex is pretty cool. I feel like if he just attacks me there, I mean, you can finish me off quite quickly with the steady shot here. It's funny, like, last time I went for a Hunter deck, I didn't get any of the cards like the Hound Masters or the kill commands and stuff like that, which is, like, what you need to make the deck playable.
Tadingo! Yes!
I mean, a healing totem would be awesome. That would indeed be awesome. Oh! Nothing's happening. Oh, here we go. This is going to be loss number 2, thanks to Port. Oh, here we go.
Engaging TC-130 mental dislocator.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've seen him, isn't it? But right on cue.
My eyes are
There he is to ruin my day. Yeah, I'm not getting back into this one now. Just ain't happening. Like, we've got nothing here that's in any way good, so he's just hitting me for like 10 and then finishing me off with a steady shot. I don't have any life gain or anything like that. So let's get on to the next game before the servers crash. Yep, mind control tech cost me that one big time.
Thrall versus Jaina.
You asked for
Plus
it.
having a pretty crappy opening hand as well. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that bit. It's pretty good, and this is like a very defensive opening hand, which is what you want. You don't want to get overwhelmed. Nope, and he's got the 1-3. Yep. Nope. Awesome.
Bring me steel.
Okay.
Get in there and fight, maggot.
Wanna blow something up?
What are you doing? What are you doing? It's so risky, so risky.
Elements guide me.
So he should have attacked before using the Mad Bomber, because you know he can hit his own guy like twice. It's amazing how lucky he is. Like, just hasn't hit his own side of the board at all. He doesn't even attack with his 1-2. I don't think he realises what it does.
Elements guide me.
Me with my 3 hexes in my hand. I've hardly seen Hex at all, and then I get all 3 at the same time. Quite funny.
Elements guide me.
At least I know the next big 2 things he plays aren't going anywhere. And it's like, when you do it to a mage, it's good. It's like, because they're always polymorphing you or something. Like, yeah, how do you like some of this? Wow. Wowee. How is best to proceed? Hex this guy? Then Lightning Storm? Like, the 3-5's just that little bit too big. No, That'll give me Overload 2, so I can still play the Fire Elemental a turn after. Oh! My board just decided to shift down a few inches there. I couldn't see my cards. I was like, please reset. A little bit sad that I'm kind of a point short. Maybe we just hex again. I don't know, I feel like my 4/4 can just, like, deal with it. There we go. That works.
The light protects
Like,
me.
because if the auctioneer sticks, then
I'm not ready.
I would have got to, like, Fire Elemental and Hex. Wow, really? You're going for me? Are you sure about that? It's like, you really want to do that?
Time to pay.
I guess if he's got, like, a Pyroblast, as like every mage seems to have today.
I'm not ready.
So I'm just hoping for the Taunt Totem there, just to sort of prevent a point of damage really, but... Like, yeah, look at me, I have fireballs. Yes.
Well played.
Such skill. Like, the day they finally get around and realise and fix the card so it just does minions and not players. Because, like, there's lots of cards out there already, particularly druids, have Wrath. They're just, like, 1 or 3 damage to a minion. Can't do players. Like, for me, it just needs a bit of a nerf. Especially the Pyroblast. 180 gold and a pack. That's about right. You use like epic, and it was like yay, and then it was like Molten Giants, and like aww. And then you're going to say, yeah, well, you know, it's in that Warrior 1-turn kill deck. Yes, but that Warrior 1-turn kill deck is terrible, and I will never play it. And for me, Molten Giant as well is another card that should get a nerf. Like the fact that it can come out for free in the Warrior deck, attack for 8, be returned to your hand, and come out again for free and attack for 8. Probably should have like a minimum cost, I would think. I would probably say like a minimum cost of 4, maybe 5. Like, cause I mean, if you're still paying like 5 mana for an 8/8, then like, and maybe have it so it's maybe like 15 mana instead of 20, and then make it have like a minimum cost of 5. So then it's sort of on a similar level to the Sea Giants, because the Sea Giant very often comes out for 5 mana as well. Anyway, guys, that was it was an interesting deck. I kind of lost that game against the Mage because I drew all 3 hexes. I was like, really would like some minions here. So I missed out on maybe 10 to 15 points of damage because I was just caught with my 3 hexes in hand. And that's again, that's another difference between hex and fireball. It's like, oh no, I'm stuck with these fireballs in my hand. Oh, I am so sad. Hit you, hit you, hit you. So, yeah. Whereas my hexes go, you appear to still be at 22 life. I can't really point these hexes at you, so that's maybe why I feel like if stuff like fireball would just do minions, either just do that, like maybe have it do like 6 damage to a minion or 4 damage to a player, like have it sort of a modal spell like that. And I just think like Pyroblast should, I don't even think making it 10 mana is enough to fix the card. I think it should just not exist, like being able to take away a third of somebody's life total with 1 card. And there's no comebacks. You know, like, at least when you make a Sea Giant, they've got a turn to do something about it. With Pyroblast, it's just like, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know, like, Paladins have a bad version of that called Avenging Wrath, which does 8 damage, but that's split. So all you have to do is have any minion, and it draws part of that 8 damage to him. And if you have like if you have like that 1/7 for 4 mana, it draws all of it. So, you know, Avenging Wrath is, even though it's 6 mana for 8 damage, it's not even close comparison to Pyroblast. It's also all the support cards that Mage has that just makes it ridiculous for me. Anyway, that's my rant for the day, and if I ever got hired to sort of on the design team, I'd be like straight over to Mage and going, ban this card. Anyway guys, thanks for checking this video out. Please leave your own comments on the subject. I'm kind of interested what everyone else thinks about Pyroblast and stuff like that. And hey, I'm going to be doing a few different videos, I think, fairly soonish. I think maybe some more constructed. One of the problems is I kind of need somebody to play against. I was thinking of like just like playing one deck, like one, you know, tournament quality deck against another one, like sort of best of 5 or best of 10 probably, and then just discussing sort of what each deck needs to do to try and win matchup. But the metagame shifts so quickly in Constructed that, like, I think there's a fair amount of entropy with those videos. You know, they sort of become quite redundant. There's sort of stuff shifts over with how people build the decks. Anyway, yeah, I am going to wrap this video up now, so until next time, ta-da.